Mail-in ballots for the November 2023 election are on the way. Voters in St. George will soon be voting for 3 new city council members. Candidate signs of both incumbents and their 3 new challengers are located at nearly every major intersection along the way. However, not many people know much about the GO bond, which is also on the ballot.
There's a couple different groups that have joined together. We have a quality of life committee locally, and they're really the ones who put all these signs out. They're independent of the city. The city has nothing to do with that. In fact, we can't take a side on it. But what we have to do by law is mail out a informational pamphlet to every registered voter, and so you should see that coming in the next day or two, and it spells out every project and how the city would be using that money.
The original St. George City General Obligation Bond was passed by voters in 1996. At a cost of around $18 million, it's provided funding for some of the best amenities in St. George,
such as Sand Hollow Aquatic Center, parts of the Virgin River Mayor's Loop Trail, 2450 East Park, the Canyon Softball Complex, just to name a few.
That bond was paid off in August. Now the city wants to renew the GO bond in the amount of $29 million for another 25 years to enhance current parks and trails and add new ones.
We are going to ask that we put the same exact tax rate that we had before. So people's taxes, you would not see an increase in your taxes. On average, it's $32 a year, so about $2.50 a month, and it's just strictly a property tax. And the bond term would be 25 years. So that $32 would only go down as more people moved in.
The money would be used to upgrade old parks and trails and build new ones as well.
We have identified 10 playgrounds throughout the city at existing parks that need to be replaced. And if the voters have passed the bond or approved the bond, that's one of the first things we'll do. We've identified parks that need upgrades, such as 2450 East Park, which will get a new pickleball facility and a new restroom. Boots Cox Family Park, we would like to add a pickleball courts to there. The Canyon Softball Complex, we would add some pickleball courts there and put new lights on it. So a lot of good existing parks will get upgrades, and also we will be expanding the trail systems. That means we would be finishing the trail along the Santa Clara River Trail. We would also be finishing sections of the Rimrock Trail, which goes to the hospital. We would be adding a new trail from down Fort Pierce Wash all the way from Desert Canyons to the Mayor's Loop. So we have a lot of exciting projects that we would be able to either fund or partially fund with the help of the bond.
Parks and trails are not only important for physical health, but mental health as well.
As I look around, I see a lot of young parents here today, and those toddlers are able to run and play, and really, at that age, the only thing you can really do is let them run. So the mental health of our community is so ingrained in this park system, and I think that's why they're so important.
Reach for Hope is the Suicide Prevention Coalition in Washington County, and one of our key goals is to promote physical activity in our community. And we can do that by using the parks that are available to us, the trails that are available to us. And we know that when we do that, we increase our serotonin and dopamine levels in our brain, which make us feel better.
We have about 60 pickleball courts right now. We have 70 miles of trails. And you know, the trails are used for far more than just recreation these days. They're used for people to commute to work. They're used for people to recreate on. They're also used for people to have races on. And that recreation, not just the mental health side of it, but the physical recreation is one of the reasons why we feel that parks are just so valuable. If we have a healthy community, we have a safe community, we have a strong community.
For more information on some of the projects the city is looking at, go to the city's website at sgcity.org/GO bond. In St. George, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.